I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I really was contemplating starting this off doing some type of melodramatic intro, putting a disclaimer up, and ultimately it was going to be an April Fool's prank. Whatever I came up with. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not good at that shit. I've never really been particularly good at that. And I'm just over the whole April Fool's thing. Like, a lot of people still play April Fool's the pranks and jokes on me and shit like that, whether it's on social media, whether it's in person, whether it's over the phone. To each their own, man. I've just never been good at it. That's never been one of my biggest strengths, even as silly as I can get, as much as I goof off, even on the podcast. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not even going to try to do a joke and fumble it and stuff like that. I'll just let whatever jokes I crack and, throughout the commentary here, I'll just let this movie be the whole April Fool's theme thing, even though this isn't really an April Fool's movie. But the reason I decided to do this on this day in particular was because it's one of those, in the essence of movies like April Fools and Slaughter High, it's a sucker punch of a film. Spoiler alert, it's a lot of shit in this movie that is just orchestrated for the sake of a joke, but it ends up going overboard and something ultimately ends up happening where somebody ends up getting hurt. Now, that wasn't the case with April Fools. With Slaughter High, we know it was a dream sequence. I actually did commentary for both of those movies. If y'all want to check it out, April Fool's Day, the 1986 movie, not that shitty ass remake. No diss to Scout Taylor Compton. I know she was in that remake, but that movie was so fucking bad. I hardly ever threw out DVDs back in the day, but I remember when I watched that, by the time it was over, I'm like, this is one of the most forgettable, pointless remakes I've ever seen. And I just threw it in the trash. And I kind of wish I hadn't, because maybe it would have made for like an Intoxic commentary episode, something I really could have just torn to shreds just by making fun of it throughout. But Slaughter High is another one I did commentary for. I think Slaughter High might have been my second Intoxic commentary episode. I just did it on a whim one night. I was on the phone with my uncle and he's like, you should do commentary for Slaughter High. I was like, really? All right, cool. But those are the more suitable April Fool's horror movies. Did commentary, if y'all, like I said, want to check those out. But this here, man, Cry Wolf. Now, I said this isn't a April Fool's Day themed film, but it could very much be set, instead of over the course of the few days that it takes place leading up to Halloween night, it could actually been over the course of a few days leading up to April Fool's night, because this movie, again, is a sucker punch, man. And I could understand a lot of people's frustrations. It's got that whole, as far as sucker punch endings go, it's got that whole Friday the 13th part 5 type of thing going on, where you think it's one thing and then it's something completely different that will change your entire opinion on the film. I feel like a lot of people saw this movie and the film probably had them throughout, but then when that ending comes in and kicks in and you find out exactly what's what and what led up to it, when they explain everything and show everything that led up to that, I feel like it lost a lot of people, and a lot of people were just like, nah, I just don't like the movie overall. But I was never one of those people, because I was accustomed to April Fools and Slaughter High and Friday the 13th part 5. I was accustomed to sucker punch endings, and I was way more, not even a bit, I was way more savvy to film by the time I saw this movie in 2005. This was actually a Pollyanna Christmas gift, man. I gotta shout out my man Dev DeVoe real quick. And I don't know if he's ever going to tune into any of these commentary episodes. I should fucking tag him on Instagram to this, because I'll never forget, man. I didn't expect, he was one of those guys in school who would just do for his friends like nobody else would do. And I remember he walked up before we went on Christmas break in the lunchroom, walked up with a DVD wrapped up in gift wrapping, and he's like, Merry Christmas, Rome. And I'm just like, what the hell is this? And it was a movie. I'm like, yo, it's a slasher movie, good looking, dapped him up and everything. So shout out my man Dev DeVoe for actually, I still actually have, this is the copy that he gave me back in school. So big ups to him for doing that. And I actually love this movie, man. This movie, like I said, came out in 2005. It was directed by Jeff Wadlow. Jeff Wadlow, man, this is a guy, I feel like people don't give him his flowers while he's still here. He's a great writer. He's a great director. His execution is great, man. This guy is really crafty. And this motherfucker it's one of the special features on this DVD. Jeff Wadlow did this, it was a short film called The Tower of Babel. And this is the shit that short films are made of, man. Like, it's not very long, but the way that this thing is executed and the way that I can't even explain it, people. If y'all can find it on YouTube, please watch the Tower of Babel before you watch anything Jeff Wadlow has done, because it shows what this guy can do with very limited time on screen and behind the camera, man. But he's done Cry Wolf. He did one of my favorite, most underrated superhero movies of all time, Kick-Ass 2. He did Truth or Dare, Blumhouse's Truth or Dare. It wasn't a terrible movie. It was a lot more like Final Destination, if anything, but it was way better than I expected. I don't think it deserved, the super bad reviews that it got. He did Fantasy Island. I've never seen that. That's another Blumhouse movie. It's based off that TV show. And I know that he wrote Bloodshot. No disrespect to the guy Jeff Wadlow. Of course, I was just singing his praises, but Bloodshot I did not like at all. I did not like that. And Jeff Wadlow was supposed to write Masters of the Universe. I have no idea what's going on with that film. It's probably in development hell. I don't know what the hell is going on with that movie, but nonetheless, man, Cry Wolf is just one of those crafty thriller movies. You can't really call it a slasher because of the twist reveal at the end, but Cry Wolf definitely is one of the craftier, more innovative, well pieced together thrillers that you're gonna get, man. It's really decent. And I know a lot of people will make the argument, well, this is not considered a slasher movie. It's like you said, it's a sucker punch, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's true. But as the movie goes on, you do believe that this is a slasher movie up until the reveal. So I'll never take that away from the film for misleading me, creatively the way it did. It was a positive mislead because it had me all the way up until the reveal. And then even after the reveal, I'm like, you know what? There's a reveal after the reveal, and it's still a great movie. I like the cast here for the most part. Like I said, the writing is genius. The directing is decent. The execution is great. So with that being said, people, I'm going to jump into the commentary because we're almost 7 minutes into this bitch. So, this is the unrated version of Cry Wolf. So there's a little added footage, and that's just in case anybody's tuning in with me. And y'all know if y'all are tuning in, y'all are the true to the reviews MVPs. So with that being said, people, the unrated version of 2005's Cry Wolf. I will hit the play button in 3, 2, 1. Don't do me. Oh, okay. I thought that shit was about to I thought it was about to stop for a second. Okay, this thing is really riding me right now. Okay, here we go. My apologies, people. Had to give it a second before the girl came in kicking and screaming. Of course she tripped and fell. Like that just has to happen. I know people like to duck down and get low and hide when they're being chased in the woods, but I don't know. I just don't see myself stopping. I'll run until like my lungs burst or something like that, but I don't think it's a good idea. So this is exactly why I like keeping my phone on vibrate. Now, right away, I knew this wasn't going to be the average slasher. And I'm not just saying that because this is one of my favorite movies and, because I already know what it's hitting for and all that type stuff. But just because the killer, instead of, you would think he pulls out a knife, but the first thing the killer does is pull out a phone. And obviously knows the girl to have the number stored, calls her phone, and then pulls out a fucking gun and shoots her in the face. So you knew it was going to be a little different. But luckily it was, because this was 2005, so in the 2000s you already had Scream, Urban Legend, I Know What You Did Last Summer. In the 2000s you had the Urban Legends Final Cut. Goddamn, you had Venom, not the Venom, not the Sony Marvel movie, but Venom. Was it a Dimension Films release? I think it was. I'm not sure. Underrated slasher. You had Cherry Falls. You had a whole bunch of 2000 slashers, and you had Scream 3 came out in 2000. But you had slasher movies, but they were far and few in between, to say the least. And I noticed in my intro, I didn't mention anything about the cast here, man. This dude, Julian Morris, I think he's a good actor, man. I wish I saw him in a lot more movies than I did, but I only really remember him from this in Sorority Row, which is an underrated ass remake. And Lindy Booth is no stranger to horror either, because you could consider this a horror thriller or whatever. But she was also in Wrong Turn, the original Wrong Turn that came out in like 2003 or so, and she was in the Dawn of the Dead remake in 2004. So she's hip to the game.
Where'd you come from? England. Well, what was your last school? Bradford. Before that, collegiate. Webster before that. So what'd you do?
These kids, Lindy Booth is 41 years old right now, but not in this movie, but literally like right now. So these kids were much older playing high school students, which, it's not uncommon, but I'm just saying. Like, these actors and actresses are older than I am.
Alan if she could show me the way to my dorm. Not that I would ever step foot in a boy's dorm. No, just dorm's front entrance. Fine.
I always thought Lindy Booth was cute though, and I don't know, maybe it's just because in Wrong Turn Kevin Zegers plays her boyfriend, who funny enough played with her in Dawn of the Dead as well. But he kissed her and he tells her in Wrong Turn, they're in the middle of the woods by themselves, and he kisses her and he tells her he loves her, and she's like, I know. And then she's like, drop your drawers, and she starts giving him head, and in the middle of the road. And I'm like, yo, that's a keeper right there. I like my privacy just as much as the next person, but damn. Damn, is that a sidekick phone?
Mr. Matthews, your son is on line 1.
Oh, it's Mike Brady. Gary Cole. I keep forgetting Gary Cole is in this movie. He plays Julian Morris's dad. And if you don't know him from here and you don't know him as Mike Brady in the 2 Brady Bunch movies, you gotta know him as Lumbergh in Office Space. Like, that's one I definitely gotta do commentary for, because Gary Cole is amazing in Office Space. He was in Talladega Nights too, when he was like he's like, Ricky, I was high when I said that. Jared Padalecki, one of his earlier roles. He's into the horror shit too. Well, Supernatural for one, for all you fans out there. I'm not a fan per se, but I did like him I liked him a lot in House of Wax, the remake, and the remake of Friday the 13th. But Gary Cole, man, like, if I could say one thing about Gary Cole, Lumbergh, he plays one of the best asshole bosses ever. Hi, Peter. What's happening? Yeah, I'm gonna need you to come in on Sunday. Okay? Whoa.
I hope you watch that, man. We're sneaking out. Good for you.
Good for you.
Do you want to come? Oh, I want to do that. Dodger asked me to bring you.
He's like, Dodger? Oh, word? Now, Owen had a crush on Dodger from the rip, so we know.
Where are we going? The old chapel. Westlake tradition. To do what? Bible study? To play a game.
Now here we are about to be introduced to the kids who are being played by adults. And they all have their thing about them. That's Jesse Jansen, who plays what's his name, Randall.
Excuse Randall here. He doesn't know the difference between a roommate and a cellmate. Everybody, this is Owen. Owen, this is him. Hey, Jungle Fever, you guys want to join us? Oh, what's wrong, Graham? Bad mood because you blew the physics test? I don't know, Lewis. Bad mood because Mercedes blew the lacrosse team.
That's vicious, though. That's Ethan Kahn, who plays Graham, Paul James, who plays Lewis, Sandra McCoy, who plays Mercedes, Lewis's girlfriend, and Sandra McCoy is ooh la la, man.
The object, avoid suspicion, manipulate your friends, eliminate your enemies.
She kind of looks like the chick who played Blair Williams in. I'm pretty sure they're two different nationalities, but she kind of reminds me of like the offspring of the chick that played Blair Williams in Terminator Salvation.
And convince the rest of the group to vote him out, then the money is yours.
Oh, and Christy Wu. I almost said Kelly Wu. Christy Wu, who plays Regina. I'm wondering, is she any relation to Kelly Wu from Jason Takes Manhattan?
Dude, you'll never borrow my car again. Well, then, as much as I'm sure I'm gonna miss the PT ragtop, I thought that I heard Tom move when Dodger was walking around and marking the wall.
All right, Randall, that an official accusation?
PT Ragtop. Oh my god, I used to have this crazy obsession with PT Cruisers, y'all. I'm so ashamed of that.
That's right. And the defense?
No, I'm not the wolf. No, I swear to God, I'm not the wolf. I swear on the Lone Star State, I'm not the wolf. Come on, are you gonna listen to me? Are you gonna listen to this chump here whose buddy list reads like the sex offenders registry?
I want to see a show of hands. Who thinks Tom's the wolf?
No.
And Randall, our accuser?
Yes.
All right. We need one more for the majority, guys. One more for the majority.
Hold on, help brother out. Listen.
Jared Padalecki's energy is unmatched, yo. Like, I love how he immediately got a new roommate, and he starts calling him O-Dog.
Come on, Randall. You know the rules. Show the group if you've got the mark.
Tell me I'm finished.
No mark. I guess Randall's not the wolf.
Watch your back, pretty boy. Dude, you know how gay you sound. Blow me down.
Now, if half of this dialogue was written today, there would be the PC sensitive culture outside Jeff Wadlow's door with picket signs like, "These are homophobic and racial slurs and shit."
Dodger felt up the new guy. She did ask me to bring him here. What a whore. Oh.
Hey, I believe I'm without defense. Whenever someone lies, they normally have a tell. Like my new friend Graham over here.
That's the most retarded thing I've ever heard.
And there it is. Haven't you guys realized he can't open his mouth without taking a swig?
So?
It's empty.
Got him. Got him. I don't like the character of Graham. You know, nothing against the actor, but this motherfucker reminds me of Francis from Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and I can't shake it. Can't shake it. The motherfucker looks like Mark Holton. I think that's Francis's name from Pee-wee's Big Adventure was Mark Holton. He's so pissed off, he just stopped playing the game.
Can't wait to go to college.
Parrot and Sharon, Graham.
Have fun with your new recruit.
Graham is 36 years old.
He's just pissed because he's fat. I can still hear you! So was he the wolf?
Money's still on the floor. Who wants to start round 3?
And you know, the crazy thing about these characters is while they may have moments that may piss me off and I'm just like, all right, I don't like how you delivered that line or might have done this like character wise, they're not completely annoying. These characters are all written to be characters. There's not really there's not a dry character in this film.
Congratulations, baby. Tonight, you could have gotten laid, but instead,
Hey,
you got fucked.
that is not what you want to hear from your girlfriend, fellas. That's vicious. He's like, baby, I'm sorry. I just wanted to win this money so I could take you out to dinner.
Yeah, I guess it's one way to pay for college.
You think you're that good?
No, it's just poor rich kids make it so easy. They're like bickering siblings. They turn on each other for no good reason. Grange tell? Come on.
You're awfully quick to judge.
No, it's just
Those bored rich kids are my friends.
Well, shut up, Dodger. She's the one that started this fucking game, trying to manipulate everybody and get their money. And she's like, those bored rich kids are my friends. How dare you? Ugh. Somebody just gnawed off her fingers. You know what was crazy about God damn, I keep forgetting this actor's name that plays Owen. Julian Morris. The thing about Julian Morris was I saw this first, of course, and then I saw Sorority Row in, what was that, like 08, 09 when it came out, I think. And he didn't have his accent. He had an American accent in that movie, and I was just waiting for his accent to slip because I'm like, nah, he's not.
as I was saying.
I forgot, what was his name? Andy in Sorority Row?
How can we as the media?
I don't know. Fuck it. I'm rambling on here. And John Bon Jovi, I felt was an interesting choice to play the teacher here. And John Bon Jovi does a good job in this movie too. Real subtle. Not over the top at all.
A resounding no to sensitivity and respect for Mr. Hodge.
That sound just took me back to the Stone Age.
Turn the internet on. Match.com. Mr. Matthews, you're making it very hard for me to pretend that I can't tell you're not paying attention.
Yeah, type even louder than the alert.
I'm gonna need these articles by this Friday at the latest.
You know who Owen looks like? He looks like an older brunette version of Eric Bates from The Toy. The way he smiled at Dodger, he really looks like Eric Bates. Now I feel like everybody's gonna look like somebody in this movie.
They only just found that girl this morning because her body was dragged through the woods by a wolf.
Yeah, listen, the guy blew her head off. Then let the wildlife just go
Why does it have to be a guy?
Please, seriously.
And I love that Owen just fits right in. He sits right along with the kids, and he's the new guy.
Oh, right. Owen, my dad, the senator, senile drunk, is sending a limo to take us all to the lake house on Friday. Nobody ever stays here on the weekends. You in?
Hey, sure.
I'm not gonna be able to make it. I got plans. What?
Oh, by plans you mean herpes, right?
Actually, by plans, I mean I'm going to state tomorrow to see the sweet Ginny Ryder. It's Wednesday. I know. And I'm declaring my own Randall Gets Laid holiday week. And I'm gonna punch Miss Ryder's V card. Oh, nice. Thank you. Can I buy your car? Yeah, man. Yeah, just, leave the keys on the tire. There's any blood on the backseat. I wouldn't dream of it. Actually, I would like this to be special, Like, in the middle of the woods, up against a tree.
You're a pig.
You're a dyke.
Die a violent death. Yeah, well, if that's your technique, I weep for Jenny Ryder.
Oh, I bet you do. So you're gonna play the game before the weekend?
Not sure I want to.
Why did Regina look at him like
What
that?
are we gonna do around here? Study?
Owen had a decent point last night. Not us knowing each other too well. It's so incestuous.
So you just want to stop? Because of the new guy. Thank you.
Not necessarily.
She said it's incestuous.
We'll play with the whole school. They're the sheep. And we're the wolves.
See, and she had the fucking audacity to get mad at Owen for calling them bored rich kids. And she's the fucking proprietor of Doom.
Way to play the game.
Lie your ass. Defend your honor.
Accuse your neighbor.
Exactly. Nobody knows who killed that girl. So why don't we make an accusation? So what are you suggesting?
She looks so disgusted at her friends.
You guys have no imagination. It's like you're playing checkers. I'm playing chess.
You know, I take back what I said. There are characters in here that piss me all the way the fuck off that I do not like. I don't like Dodger. And as the movie goes along and we find out the twist after the twist, you'll see why I don't like Dodger. Nothing against Lindy Booth. I love her as an actress, but I don't like Dodger's character. She's so fucking manipulative in every way.
Relax, I'm kidding. So, I had an idea on how to convince the rest of the school.
I don't think I went to school with girls like that, but I've definitely known girls like that in my adult life that are just, they just thrive on manipulating people and just drama, gossip, all that type of shit.
And the first victim died in identical fashion.
Dodger's like one of the mean girls that got kicked out of the Mean Girls because she was too mean of a girl.
They're not telling the student's body. It would be our duty to warn them.
Meet me in the library. We're gonna create a killer.
Don't be
He needs a name.
running up on my ear like that.
A wolf.
That works.
Okay. What else does every good mass murderer have?
Something that he wears. Something that covers his face, but anyone can buy.
Pantyhose.
Is he robbing a
The
bank?
freak ass Owen said pantyhose.
My old roommate, he used to go hunting. He had one of those neon ski masks.
Orange doesn't exactly inspire fear.
Come on, it's the new black.
Okay. Plenty of deer hunters around here. Give him a camera tag.
This, you know, had it not been for the ending of this movie, this actually could have been a series, like a trilogy or so.
But a knife would be scarier.
The wolf would have, you know, took on his own identity and
Serial killers rarely change their MO.
But don't you see? This is
become an icon.
Remember, this is not the first time our boy struck.
Of course. He goes from campus to campus.
Following the exact same plan.
The first death is always a town
Which is just a warning shot.
before he attacks the school.
And the massacre begins.
On the full moon.
That's this weekend, right?
Tell me.
I need a Dodger and Owen inside of my head when I'm trying to come up with script ideas, because you see the way they're just naturally bouncing off of each other, finishing each other's sentences.
The first person killed was obviously the town slut, shot in the face while lost in the woods.
Okay. Who's next?
What if the wolf waited for his prey in the backseat of a car?
What if you were any more cliche?
Like you can do better.
Dark hair, brown eyes, killed while looking in the mirror. Victim of her own narcissism. That means conceited.
Anyone else?
Self-mutilating de-virginizer. Eviscerated in the chapel. Oh, no. It should be special for him. Lock up the misogynist pig and let him bleed to death right after castrating.
Oh.
Very slowly. Can the wolf do microscopic surgery?
Damn.
Laugh it up, drama boy. You're next. Prima donna wannabe actor trying to play the big balcony scene gets his intestines ripped out.
Who else?
Well, let's not forget the campus queen. Her sharp wit was dulled when she choked on her own severed tongue.
Yo, the way that like the film grain in this and the way that it's edited when they're saying how each one of them die and they're showing like flashes of it, like imagining how it would happen. Those edits are vicious, but they don't even really show much. There's blood, but it's not violent.
You were such a romantic.
It's not brutal violence, but it's implied. But it's effective, man.
You love the iron.
We'll get this out tonight, leaving plenty of
And there's
time.
some really good transition shots in this movie too. Like I said, it's a creative film, man. And a lot of people either don't like it, have never heard of it, or don't remember it.
Don't you want to use an anonymous account?
Why? I'm just forwarding that along.
Sensitivity and respect.
Owen, Tom, I said lights out.
This dude looks like the cop from Wishmaster.
Did you guys hear what I said? Go to bed.
You know, when the djinn makes that guy go crazy in the precinct and the black cop is talking to the chick or it's talking to Wishmaster. You know, when he's in human form, he's like, that guy right there. I wish he would slip up just once. Give me a reason. I knew it was gonna happen. Everybody about to look like somebody in this movie.
Just like I did at that other school, the first girl, she was shot in the face. I forwarded it to my brother. He sent it to everyone he knows.
No, he didn't. See that right? Oh, I love that shot.
Owen, he's the man I want to see.
Mr. Bon Jovi. I mean,
Sure. What's in the book?
Bon Jovi's a horror guy too. He was in not only this, but he was in
Just now discovering the internet.
John Carpenter's Vampires 2, Los Muertos, where he plays the leader. He is basically the new James Woods character. He's the leader of the vampire hunters. I've never seen all of Los Muertos, but
Sure did.
I wasn't sure that I wanted to.
Mother.
I know Darius McCrary, Eddie Winslow's in it, Natasha Gregson Wagner from Buffy the Vampire Slayer's in it. So I mean, I don't know, man.
She assumes it originated off campus. Don't worry. I'm not inclined to inform her otherwise.
Why would I worry?
I glanced at your records this afternoon. I see your father pulled some strings to get you in here.
Dear old dad.
Not gonna lie to y'all, I don't play chess, but
So,
every time I see people play chess, it looks like they're having like a telepathy session or something.
Bringing the bitch out, Ivy.
just keeping you on the defensive.
Speak for yourself.
The arrogance of youth.
Don't you mean the confidence?
Actually, I meant the ignorance.
I love that. Is some great fucking writing right there. He tried to check the teacher, and the teacher checked him properly back into place.
But you gotta know it had some real consequences.
Funny enough, I mentioned checking or playing chess.
No offense, Mr. Walker.
But that's really genius writing, because he said the arrogance of youth, and Owen's like, don't you mean the confidence? And he's like, actually, I meant the ignorance. He was letting him know, reminded him to stay in a child's place, basically. That is a tiny ass bed. I know it's a bunk bed, but damn. And even though this, I'm gonna keep saying this to keep reminding everybody that this movie has a certain twist to it, but Owen is considered a final guy in a quote unquote slasher.
Sorry. Just my son. Go ahead. Hello, this is Charles Matthews. I'm away from my phone right now, but if you leave your name and number, I will get back to you. Thank you.
What's the point of voicemail if you never get back to the people that leave their name and number? That's about to be. I'm about to sample that, and I'm about to put that on my answer machine. Hello, this is Charles Matthews. If you leave your name, your number, I will surely get back to you when I'm done doing the Brady Bunch sequel and Office Space 2. Damn, man, do y'all miss having like instant messenger, like AOL dial-up and shit like that? I do. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's basically Instagram and Facebook now, it's social media, but AOL was the shit, man. You couldn't, if you had to hook it up to a landline, you couldn't use the landline. But I used to love chatting with people in the the forums, like the horror movie forums and stuff like that. I remember when Halloween Resurrection, back when it was Halloween Homecoming, I remember the script had leaked online, and I was asking people who wanted spoilers from the script, and people actually wanted spoilers back then, which was really strange. They just wanted spoilers of the death scenes and the ending. But that script, when that script leaked back then, it was way different. Forgot to put the E on blonde. I'm just saying.
Relax, man.
And plus, this was this would have been the new thing. Like, had this would have went differently, and they would have made more movies, more sequels to Cry Wolf, or sequels period to Cry Wolf. This would have been the thing. It would have been, you know, Scream was the thing where they normalized the killer, you know, calling people on the phone. Even though Black Christmas did it first, and Prom Night did a little bit of that in the original movie. But this would have normalized the whole AOL messenger stalking type of thing. That's one of the reasons why I can't wait to see what they do with this new with this Urban Legend reboot, because they're going to set it in modern day, and it's going to be like it's going to have a big play on social media and how word spreads from the urban legends and how panic spreads and stuff like that, pranks, and it's going to be interesting to see what they like, how creative they get with it this time around. Because the original Urban Legend still holds up, but this new one's clearly going to be for a new generation, which I don't mind. Now this is hardly a prank because they're literally throwing big ass ice blocks into the pool, and they're not even looking when they do it.
Dude, she's fake.
Isn't she?
She's not coming up.
Now what if he would have missed and just went splat on the side of that pool? I mean, technically she just spit in his face, so that's a no-no.
Twice in one day. You're not bad.
What's that supposed to mean?
Be careful what you wish for.
Talk sense, boys, you're losing me.
Someone sent Owen some IMs claiming to be the wolf. Said they were gonna pick our bones clean.
It's a little over the top.
Yeah, and pretending to drown isn't.
Right.
I was with Regina all afternoon studying AP Chem. You can ask her.
No, I believe you.
I believe you, because I want to have sex with you, so I believe everything you say. Poor Owen. Pussy whipped and he hasn't even touched it yet.
I'm late for the team run, I gotta go. Okay, so if you're with Regina and runs the state, these Mercedes and Lewis.
And Grant. You did make him look like a chump the other night.
Think he's trying to get me back?
Oh, so you can call your bored rich kids names, but he can't? Or bored rich, whatever. Fuck. Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
I'm glad you think so. Do I look like I'm laughing? Well, I had to do something. Sure, I understand. You had to send me threatening IMs pretending to be a serial killer. I have no idea what you could possibly be talking about. You didn't just IM as the wolf an hour ago? No. I've been here since 6th period. Owen, you can't convince me if you can't convince yourself.
Definitely did play him.
Than the thing you had to do. I filed a noise complaint. For what? Are you kidding? Your room is directly above us. It sounds like you're having WWF tryouts up there.
Well, don't you mean WWE at this point? You know, we don't want to get hit with any copyright infringement shit. Yo, I don't know if I missed the memo, but I don't remember why they changed it from WWF to WWE. I really don't. I don't remember. It did fuck that room up something fierce.
Did you do this?
Of course not. Somebody else must have.
Why did they touch your stuff, Tom?
Didn't touch your stuff.
And who did?
Jared Padalecki's huge, man. He literally towers over everybody he's on screen with. Especially in Friday the 13th. That's why, like, when Travis Van Winkle was all in his face, the one that played Trent, the asshole, and he kept trying to fight and talk shit to Jared Padalecki in the cabin and in the gas station, Jared Padalecki would have whooped his ass.
It's disgusting.
Do you think something happened to Red?
Like what? Like he died a violent death?
I mean,
Gina. She has a recipe for fake blood she got off the internet. It's just corn syrup. Used to be sweeter. Hey, Regenius, I can't believe you got Randall to let you borrow his tungsten. You know you're gonna buy me a new computer, right?
What is it?
I mean, my new phone is big, but that phone is just ridiculous.
All afternoon.
That shit looks like a cordless phone.
No, it's okay to become junior. Told you that.
Look at how Owen's walking up to her.
Why are you doing this?
Not here.
Oh, you don't want him to make a scene.
Look, I was in town.
Oh yeah? Doing what?
I was visiting my mom.
What was she doing in town?
This is another good scene with the motion sensor lights. This was something creative they did with this here.
Laugh all you want.
The Dickens scholar.
6th grade English teacher. I'm not even gonna tell you what my dad does.
So how can you afford?
Scholarship.
You think people would really care?
I'm in town. Around here, town means trash. You don't have to rub it in.
Why? It's not that. It's just... You know, I wish my dad taught school, lived in town. I mean, the guy sent me here just so he wouldn't have to deal with me.
And he accepted the invitation to her pity party. Again, man, with Dodger with this fucking manipulation, man.
He and his darling daughter.
What I didn't tell you is that I was charged with possession.
Of what?
She got busted, was freaked about her dad's job. So I took the fall.
Shit.
I'm not surprised.
Why's that?
He caught a charge for that chick, a possession charge for that chick. She must have had, man, you know what? Let's not even go there. Let's not do it.
Makes you predictable.
Yeah, well, I guess...
All I'm saying is that she was doing something strange to him for him to catch a possession charge for her. It's like, yeah, well, you're worried about your dad freaking out. I'll take the fall for you. I got a clean record. It's all good. Fuck that.
At the pool. You saved me.
You were faking.
Not now.
I wonder if she would have gave him some in the library stacks. Damn, he cock blocked himself by dropping that book.
What?
Someone's here.
So?
They're wearing an orange ski mask. If the light's gone off, it means he's gone, right?
I'm not gonna lie, this part probably would have had me, like, if I was really in their shoes, I probably would have been kind of nervous. Like, you see how calm he was? He's just like, yeah, somebody's here who's wearing a neon ski mask. They probably have a knife too, so we should probably go. But no, they want to investigate. She said it and we could jump him. Wishful thinking.
Try German philosophy. No one will bother you there.
That is I almost called her Mrs. Deagle. No, Mrs. Deagle is the old mean lady from Gremlins. That's the chick from that old woman was in Children of the Corn 2. She played both the sisters. She was the one that you know, they dropped the house on her when she was crawling under the house looking for her cat, Elvira. And then she played the other sister who was in the wheelchair. Don't think you can scare me, you little punks.
Maybe you read our email. Maybe he didn't get the joke. Maybe he's pissed.
Maybe it's Randall. It's his tongue ring, right?
It's hard to believe you give up bragging rights to Jenny Ryder just to play killer in the stack.
Like he could ever actually seal the deal. I bet you $20 he didn't even go to state.
How about dinner?
As long as it's not over $20.
Damn. I left my book bag in the stacks. I'll be right back.
You know what? I've got something I should go do. I'll see you tomorrow.
Don't do it, Owen. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't.
Sorry. Not a fan of the PDA.
Not a fan of the PDA. Shot down. Damn. Hey, fellas, if you ever lean in for a kiss and the girl tells you that, sorry, not a fan of the PDA. That's public display of affection. Don't ever try to kiss her again. And if you really like her, I swear to God, play hard to get, hardball as much as you can. Make her chase your ass. I can understand if a chick plays hard to get, but to straight up tell you not a fan of the PDA, it's just like, well, damn. Sorry, shit.
I'm sorry, I didn't see it. If one of the staff had picked it up, they'd have turned it in by now. Did you see any of the students? Maybe they picked it up.
Again, another great transition shot.
New information. Hi, can you give me Jenny Ryder's phone number? I believe she's in the freshman class. I'll connect you.
Hello?
Hi, Jenny. Can I speak to Randall?
Who is this?
I'm a friend of his from school. I just wanted to tell him.
Tell him yourself. He's not here.
Well, do you know how I can reach him?
I told you. He's not here. He never showed up.
Did he say where he...
No, he didn't say anything. He stood me up for my own formal. Half my sorority doesn't think he even exists.
He didn't call?
No. There has to be something really wrong with the guy to just not show up like that.
I couldn't agree more. Hey, Mercedes. You know where I can find Dodger?
Doja.
I have something of hers.
Well, she's on the floor below me. I'm sure I'll see her before lights out.
Actually, I was kind of hoping to get to myself.
I bet you were. I saw her heading toward the faculty building. I think Mr. Walker's going over her article with her.
Thank you.
See, this movie plays out like one big ass game of Clue and just a big ass puzzle piece. And it makes you think, man. It keeps you guessing. It keeps you wanting to know. And there's manipulation, there are twists and turns, and this movie is really well crafted, man. And this was one of those you know, those film festival flicks that got picked up. Luckily it got picked up because, you know, well deserved. And now, of course, Owen is salty because he just saw Doja kissing Mr. Bon Jovi here.
Obi-Wan, what's up, man? Hey, you see my shoulder pads around here? Oh, by the way, librarian dropped your bag off. Said someone turned it in or something like that. Oh, Doc. What do you think a murder victim looks like?
It's quite the question to ask.
Owen,
sure I'm going. I've got to work that out anyway.
Well, dude, well, we can both be murder victims. I mean, Regina is a pro with effects makeup, and that's the night the wolf is supposed to stray. Oh, come on, dog, don't make me chase you to this thing.
Look, I need to focus on this article. It's due tomorrow.
Really? On the Friday of Halloween? Well, harmless bastard to say that. Nice job, ladies.
Oh man, I remember those days where they made us, they used to tell us we couldn't turn our reports in at some point unless they were laminated.
I already have your assignment.
That was when we knew we had to step our game up.
Can I have it, please? I emailed it to you and the rest of the school. Very funny.
What do you think, you're a badass by that comment?
Pop quiz. Everybody take out a pen and a piece of paper.
Pop quiz, Jesus. Oh, it's the dagger from Jason Goes to Hell.
Owen? No, wait. Put the knife back on the ground. This isn't one you don't understand. Someone's trying to play a joke down, with me here. Owen! Now!
You know what I love about that knife is that it has like the
Explain?
finger holes on it, so you can get a good grip on that thing.
Someone trashed my room too. Did you report it? I think it was Randall. He wasn't even in class this morning. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I think he's trying to make me think the email's coming true. Oh, look, Owen, it's over. You brought a weapon to my class. My hands are tied. By morning, you'll be on to your next missed opportunity. I know. Good. No. I know about you and Dodger.
Dodger. The way he says her name, man, is epic.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're really gonna make me sad? She's a student. Exactly. No. She's a student in my class. Anything you may have heard about our relationship is strictly what? Strictly what? I saw you two last night. You have proof? No. I won't need it. If word gets out about you and a student, the administration will invent a reason to fire you. You know what, Owen?
He had him by the balls right there, buddy.
I like you. But you think you're smarter than you are.
Now this is when I'm pretty sure people thought Mr. Walker was the killer, because the way they did the close-up shot of him holding that knife to the side, almost like he was going to use it. Now clearly we see is, I want to say the conflict resolution part of the movie, but you know, Owen's not even sitting with the group anymore.
Hey, there you are. Been looking all over for you. Okay? Good, because if you're lucky later on, I'll let you go over the river and through the woods.
Sorry. I'm a fan of the PDA.
I know that's right, Owen. Men's rights 2021.
You gonna come to the dance? Wolf's supposed to strike.
He hit her with that same line that she hit him with. She's like, oh, if you're lucky, I'll let you go over the river and through the woods. Fuck out of here.
Tom's Lake House, right?
I mean, it sounds tempting, but
Go ahead.
Why not?
Because I'm not playing anymore. I'm through with your friends.
you're a manipulative bitch, and I don't like your
What
style.
happened in Rich's class? Randall sucks. Good news is I was right. You did her.
I don't owe you anything.
There you go, Owen. Stand up for your rights. Played the shit out of Dodger. It's about time somebody did it. Everybody just keeps letting her be the ringleader and all of that stuff. And kudos to Owen, man. Here he is in high school, skipping out on the Halloween party, the Halloween dance, to work. You know? Priorities, man. That was a good shot because you can't really see the killer right there. He was there. He was standing there the whole time, but you know it was such a good shot, and you're focused so much on Owen's reflection in that window that you don't see the killer in the shot until he actually starts moving towards the window. That part, when he opens up them blinds like that and just runs away, that part kind of was scary. Another thing I love about this movie, man, this is like filmmaking 101. There's nothing in this movie that doesn't happen for a reason. Every time something happens, it pays off later on.
Can I help you?
Yeah. No, I work here. Not all the time.
I mean, except two random chicks making out in the janitor's closet. Everything else, though, like, it's like a connect the dots type of movie. It's like Training Day. You know, like, oh, this happened, so that could happen later on. Oh, he said that in reference to this that happens later on. Oh, that thing is going to pop up again later on in the movie and serve a bigger purpose than when we first saw it type of thing. Like, you know, movies like that. I love little, you know, little tidbits like that pay off.
Guess I better watch my back.
Now, this killer's about as clumsy as anybody who puts on the ghost face mask. He's falling over fucking mop buckets and... just clumsy. I love the look Owen gets on his face here, because, you know, the killer's pulling. He's pulling the door on one side. Owen looks down and he's like, wait, I don't have to pull the same time he does. And he could fall backwards. Like, he had a revelation in that moment. What? Who is that? He looked like, yo, the killer can teleport? He didn't know how the killer got inside. Oh, what a waste of a phone. This is how fast shit trends, though. Like, nowadays, like, the email circulated for like a day or two, and everybody at, like, a lot of people at the dance are dressed up like this killer, the wolf.
Yeah. He tried to chase me here. Hey, if you want to talk to
See?
him, let him know random.
That shit pays off. He said he tried to chase me here. That's like with,
He's just sitting on the tire and everything.
when Tom was in the room and he's like, oh, dog, don't make me chase you to this thing. You gotta come to the party. It all pays off, man. I love it. It's great writing at the end of the day, followed by better execution. And the way the line was delivered, it's like, oh, like he remembered, like, yeah, he tried to chase me here. Like, he remembered exactly what Tom said.
See if you can find your car tomorrow, T-Dog.
Killer in the back seat. Now again, Mercedes mentioned that when they were all sitting together outside, and she's like, what if the killer hid for his prey in the back seat? Like, this shit, man, I'm telling y'all, this is a decent movie. He almost blew her fucking head off.
Just joking. Sorry.
Shit, had this would have happened in Philly, she would have lost her marbles. I'm sorry. Harsh reality. As soon as he would have seen that knife in the air, it would have been no get on the ground. I mean, it might have been a get on the ground, but then after that, that clip is getting emptied out. For show. For show.
What's going on? We're trying to figure out.
What is he, the warden?
What was that? Punchline. Dead man walking.
Shut up, Francis. Graham is a bitch. I would have tripped his ass as soon as he said something. Like, shut up. Then would have been in more trouble with the dean, principal, whatever the hell they call her in this movie. Why's she looking at Owen like he did something wrong? They the one playing pranks on him and shit. See, man, man. If I was in that school, I would have found. I wouldn't even. I was about to say I would have found new friends to hang out with. I would have just stayed to myself, kind of like how I do now. But I'm just saying, like.
We thought that.
Please, Mr. Matthews. Mercedes has already told us all we need to know.
So what the fuck am I here for?
Better able to explain how a juvenile prank led to the police almost shooting 2 of my students.
Well, one technically.
Let me be clear, Mr. Matthews. Given your history, you're in far more serious trouble than your friends. I don't care who your father knows. I'm inclined to send you packing now. Mr. Walker, however, has spoken up in your defense. He seems to feel that Adam, please, Mommy.
Mr. Walker spoke up in his defense because he don't want to get snitched on for creeping with his students. Nice way to cover your ass, Bon Jovi.
Yesterday wasn't Halloween. It was just the Halloween dance. Today's the 31st. The full moon's tonight. I'll be sure to set my time charts accordingly. What's your point? I think our original hoax. The mass email was read by the person who murdered that girl. Oh, please. No. I got another IM today. I think something's going to happen. Are you sure it's not just another one of your friends?
He's like, I don't know. I'm actually high right now. Jared Padalecki, man, I love the guy, man, but this helmet mushroom cut, man. How can you see? How can you see? How can you see?
Where's Mercedes?
She just spent the whole day talking to the cops. No way is she sneaking out.
Well, whenever you do see her, make sure you thank her for getting us all stuck on campus, all right?
I mean, what the hell was she doing in my car anyway? Trying to convince you the killer could be a girl. Yeah? Well, all I'm convinced is that Randall's a dead man for letting her touch my ride. I mean, where the hell is he anyway? Mercy gave him a ride to the bus station so we could keep your car on.
Randall never went to state. I think something happened there. The IM said be careful what you wish for.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, it was from the gin.
Having all that by yourself, or did you get some help from Shaggy?
I don't think this is a joke.
You're the only one then, man.
Mercedes pulled the stunt on Tom's car, right?
And she hid in the back and put the fake blood in the front.
See, everything coming together.
Who was following me and Dodger in
sorry. I was really trying to scare Dodger. You're always the shepherd. I figured it was time you felt like a sheep.
She took my bag.
Yeah, I saw you left it there, bumped into Tom, and figured he would give it to you.
You put a knife in my bag? Only because you trashed my stuff. Why would I trash our room?
You didn't trash our room, man. You trashed my side. It was all my stuff.
Look, Mercedes had an earring that looked like Randall's tongue stud.
See how everything's coming. I love it.
Could settle for the car.
Everything's coming together.
You smashed my laptop.
I got a little carried away. I was in character.
I was in character.
If I would have known what you and the vocab hole were up to, I would have gone after y'all guys instead of Owen in the dining hall.
Jesus, Tom, why do you make it so easy for us to hate you sometimes? For some reason, your girlfriend makes it so easy. Who sent the items from the wolf?
Are these motherfuckers really friends, or do they like, you know, true colors of shit or show it? He said, "Why do you make it so easy for us to hate you?" Same reason your girlfriend makes it so easy.
All right. If Randall was behind this, don't you think he would have shown up by now to gloat?
To gloat?
Are you sure he got on that bus?
I told you I wasn't with him. Mercy took him to the bus station.
And call her.
Jesus, what I paid for this thing, I think I'd get more than $1 service.
Wait a second. How do we know Owen's telling us the truth?
Excuse me?
I mean, he could be making this whole thing up to get back at us for the other stuff.
Why would I do that? I'm the one they're about to expel.
Exactly. This is it.
Oh, shut up, Dodger. God damn.
Game. Owen knows he's gonna take the fall. Brought us all here to confess. Surprise, surprise, you all fell for it. Victims of your own lies.
Is that what you're going to tell Mr. Walker?
Guy.
I saw
Well,
you
got her, but y'all get what I'm saying.
in his office.
Is that why you've been such a prick?
You're the one who's screwing a teacher.
Oh, now she got that puppy dog look on her face, like, oh my god.
It's over.
They looking like, so that's how you were on honor roll all this time. You was giving up the draws to Mr. Walker.
I saw you. You kissed him back.
What else can I do? He tried a lot more before I pushed him off.
You know, Dodger hits this fucking puppy dog sympathy pity party switch like that. She was just all devious and demonic. Victims are your own lies. Haha. And then he's like, I know about you and Mr. Walker. And she's just like, well, I don't know what happened. It's like, stop it, man. Damn.
I do.
And again, man, nothing against Lindy Booth. I dig her as an actress. I just hate this fucking character, a Dodger, yo.
You should really get some sleep, baby.
I'm all congested from crying.
That's me 24/7 talking to my lady. You should really get some sleep. Like, that's all I ever want her to do is sleep.
Did your already take off?
The whole dorm's empty, except for the incarcerated.
You okay?
The wolf got them Dr. Scholl's on.
Just still always food. So what are you guys talking about?
Oh, just trying to figure out who the wannabe wolf is.
Well, who is it?
They think it's Randall. I told him you dropped him off at the bus station.
I didn't. Not really. I left him in town. He said he had some time to kill.
Ha! Some time to kill. I see what you did there.
We had condoms.
You taking your clothes off?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
I'm in my underwear.
Which ones?
What are your favorites?
Right. She said, "I'm wearing your favorites." What should have happened
Phone sex 2.0.
was, first of all, I remember this was in the trailers too, but he should have described the panties, and she should have been like, "Those aren't." She's like, "I don't own a pair of those," and he should have been like, "I can't hear you, babe. My phone's fucking up. I ain't got no service." That is creepy as shit, though.
Mercy, someone's there.
He's way too calm.
You okay?
Tom just scared the crap out of me. So just about your car, Tommy boy.
Hey, what's going on?
This is when people thought, "Oh shit, it's getting real,"
Mercy, Tom's here. In the chapel.
and she's looking at him like, "Oh fuck, I am so screwed."
Mercy was attacked. She was getting in the shower. Call for help!
Now we're getting those flashes from when they were describing their own death scenes.
Even on the phone with her.
It was the guy that shot the girl.
Are you listening to yourself?
The first murder happened in a bathroom, remember? We wrote it. The victim's us.
All right.
The security, how can I help you? I think someone's been attacked. Please send the police right away. Look, we're tired of the practical jokes. If you put a member of the staff on, I'll be happy. But there's no one here. Once I speak to your RA, I can go ahead.
Wait, where are you going?
Go back to my door.
Look, maybe I was right. Maybe we should just take off.
No, we're not taking off.
Tom, she's right. We have to get out of here.
You're not going anywhere. You keep out of this. All she's trying to do is make a bad situation worse.
Oh, said the self-centered loudmouth to no one in particular.
Do you ever shut up?
What?
What's on your face?
Wait, how did she get blood on her face?
It's on my sweatshirt.
Oh. It's just a menstrual trail from that girl from the Kraft Legacy.
What about Dutcher?
Dutcher. He can't get enough of Dutcher.
I'm going to find her.
Shit.
Wait for me.
Here's 20 minutes. All right?
20?
2:15. We are out of here. With or without you.
That's a hell. You know what? Tom was a real friend, man, because he gave him a 20-minute window. You got me fucked up. I'm sorry. As much as I would want somebody to wait for me or come look for me, the 20 minutes, it's a long time for somebody with no patience. And I hate waiting.
Okay. Mercy, she's gone. I surprised him. I think I heard him. But
I mean, I have patience, but I'm just saying, like,
get help.
I don't want to die in this situation. Now I'm telling you, 3 flights of those stairs and I would have been stopping to take my inhaler. Straight up. No, I give it 4. 4 flights of those stairs and I'm fucked up, I'm telling you. So I would have had to take a breather.
Dutcher?
Horror movies in school settings are always good. Like this This is more like a prestige type of school. This Halloween H2O was more of a prestige school setting. Slaughter High was like a rundown, dirty, abandoned high school. I actually started a script like that once upon a time. It was really in like 2000 and this is 2004. It was a long ass time ago. Kids got locked into school and they were trapped in there somehow. And I don't, you know, it wasn't really plausible now that I think about it today, because why didn't they just jump out the window? So I would have to really update it if I wanted to. I just like the whole trapped in a school setting type of thing. That's one of the reasons why I want Slaughter High to get a remake. I don't think a lot of people would be pissed off because a lot of people never saw it. But you know, locked, chained up in a school and shit like that. That's awesome. That was not 20 minutes, bruh. Talk about no patience, man. He's making an awful lot of noise for somebody who's desperately trying not to get killed. Don't answer it. They only calling for Sydney. They always do.
Hello.
Hello? The pity party's not over yet. I still need you to feel bad for me. Did you do it?
I'm not getting ready there. We have to find a way off campus. I don't know.
A way off campus? Run, motherfucker!
Good. I'll meet you in your room.
This motherfucker trying to save and wait for everybody. Like, I'm out, man. You don't even know those people.
Oh, and I'm sorry.
Oh no, don't be sorry now. You wanted to play. So now it's time for play.
I can't see you.
Oh, I like that shot. That shot too, the killer running up to her. Killer's hauling ass too. Ugh. Oh, the stab wounds sound like they sound nasty. Oh no, Dodger's dead. He's like, no, I can't even take her out to dinner. Damn it, Dodger. Damn it. Everything plays a part. That's the same gun from the movie. Well, not from the movie, but from the beginning of the movie is what I meant to say. Same gun.
I have a gun. I've called the police. They're on their way. Oh, and is that you?
No, it's Bond. James Bond.
Where'd you get that? Your desk. What? It's yours. Why don't you give it to me? Not a chance. Relax, Owen. No one's gonna hurt you. Look. Where did you get those? I found them in the stairwell. You did this, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. Dodger called me.
That's why you stood up for me. With the headmaster, you wanted me here for this.
Good Lord.
You killed them. Mercedes, Randall, Lewis. Dodger.
I don't know what's going on. No, listen to me.
Don't lie to me.
Your friends are probably just screwing with you. Give me the gun.
Is this the gun that killed that girl in the woods?
Becky.
You were fucking her too.
Dodger tell you that?
She didn't have to.
First of all, killer or not, Mr. Walker's a fucking creep. He just want to sleep with them students, huh? That was a nice little twist on it. Because you do think Owen is the one that shot, but originally it's Mr. Walker. Fucking Dodger, man. Damn it! The proprietor of Doom. Like I said, man, I don't like her. Don't like her. And in comes everybody. They're like, wait, oh, and it was a joke. You didn't go have to shoot Mr. Walker to death. Now Bon Jovi can't make any more music. Now look at these two assholes trying to explain themselves to the cops. It was a joke, and we didn't even mean to.
We were playing this game, and we decided that we decided to work together tonight. We were trying to scare Owen and Mercedes because they got everyone in trouble before.
These motherfuckers know that they
Listen, we didn't think that anything was gonna happen.
How could you let Graham do that to me?
see everything's coming together now.
Maybe I didn't even know about it till we left the chapel.
I love how they're piecing this together.
Dodger wasn't supposed to hit me that hard.
Why did you hide when Mr. Walker showed up? Why didn't you say something? Next time.
Then you find this out. The whole time, the guy, the creepy janitor who was kind of like a red herring throughout the whole thing, was Dodger's father. You literally find that out in the moment. There's a reason he was creeping around staring at Owen every time he was around Dodger, or they focused on him reading the article at a laptop at some point. Like everything, it all comes full circle properly. And like I said, it's a sucker punch twist ending, and there's another twist coming, but the movie still, like, it didn't pull me out of the movie. Yeah, it was that moment of, damn, well, it wasn't really a slasher. Like, people got hurt and killed, but it wasn't a slasher movie like I thought it was going to be. But the movie's done so well that it didn't, I still never changed my mind about it to this day. He's like, hey, Owen, what's happening? I'm going to need you to come in on Sunday, okay?
My attorney tells me the news is good. We're going to drop the charges. Self-defense. It'll be a few years probation, if that.
Years?
Dad, how's that possible?
They ran ballistics on the handgun. Turned out to be the weapon the police were looking for in the shooting of that local girl.
Yep.
Really? Appears you shot a wanted murderer.
How do they know it was him?
Seems he was involved with the victim at some point.
They checked his credit card bill and found out that he purchased 2 airline tickets last month, one in his name, the other in the girl's.
Do they know why he killed her?
My attorney says they're calling it a crime of passion. No one ever really knows the truth with these things.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Matthews, but one of your son's friends is here to see him.
Ah, my son's got a date. Go on out there, son. I'll take care of all the paperwork. It's like, yeah. Oh man, Gary Cole is a national treasure. His dad should just came out with him like, the infamous Dolger. My son hasn't stopped talking about you. He left 17,000 voicemails throughout the course of this film talking about you. Oh, man.
So sorry.
Oh, here we go with this switch. She hit the switch. Puppy dog pity party switch. Yeah, you did. Sure you did.
It's okay.
You meant everything. You meant to do it all, didn't you?
I wish I could make it up to you.
I know.
If I'd known Rich was involved with that girl, I wouldn't. I had this stupid job.
She just gave herself up.
What did you say?
If I had known Rich was screwing that girl, I wouldn't talk the others into it.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
I don't understand.
Oh, yes, you do. Shut up.
You wouldn't play some game if you knew Rich was cheating on you.
That's what I just said.
You would get him back.
Confused.
No, you're not. That's what you want me to believe. Just like you wanted me to believe that you were off campus when the first iron went out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It only took you 3 acts of the film to realize this, Owen.
You said you'd ended it with Rich. I don't think that's what happened. I think you were still in love with him. I think you knew that girl,
This is my home.
and you knew she was still sleeping with Rich.
Town, he was screwing the wrong guy.
How'd you tell you that? You murdered her,
Well, the girl was shot.
and then you planted the gun
I've got something I should go do.
and told me where to find her.
Look at his desk.
I was your guy.
Someone's just trying to scare you.
Duh.
From the moment we met,
You are a fucking pawn.
Word spreads fast.
planned it,
It was her idea to change the game in the first place.
We're gonna create a killer.
the whole thing.
It's like you're playing checkers. And I'm playing chess. It makes you
Owen should have been wearing a fucking wire at this point to get Dodger caught up.
Well, it's crazy.
Really? I thought it was the object of the game.
avoid suspicion. Manipulate your friends.
Choose your neighbor.
Eliminate your enemies.
That was on some Saw shit. The way, you know how at the end of Saw they do that dun 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 dun, and they show all the flashes and they make everything piece together the way it was.
Who would believe you?
Zam, Owen. Checkmate. She like, and you already on years probation, bruh. Ain't nobody gonna believe your ass. Oh, Dodger. This movie should have been called There's Something About Dodger or some shit. Oh man, we made it, people. We made it through one of the ultimate jokes. Not necessarily an April Fool's joke, but it was a big prank gone wrong nonetheless. Oh, and Bo Ballman wrote this script with Jeff Wadlow. Shout out to him and shout out to Jeff Wadlow. I give this film solid 8 out of 10. And even though I love this movie, what keeps it from a 10 is the fact that it was misleading. Now, like I said, it did not take me out of the film overall. It did not. The twist ending and the twist after the twist after the twist. That didn't take me out of it, but the fact that when I went into this originally, I'm like, oh, we got a new slasher, Cry Wolf, bet. But it is misleading. So I can't fully give it a 10, but it is an 8 out of 10 solid because the writing is amazing. The execution is amazing. It leaves no stone unturned in this movie, man. If there's a question about anything, they answer it. And like I said, like certain films like Training Day, for example, there isn't anything that's done in this movie that's not done for a reason. Everything pays off. Certain items pay off, certain lines pay off later on in the movie and come back into fruition and come full circle. And I really appreciate that, man. It goes to show how, short filmmakers, what they can do with feature length films, man, full length movies, and they need more of them. They need more of them, man. I would actually, hopefully Jeff Wadlow's got I feel like I keep saying his last name different. Jeff Wadlow. I feel like he should make a sequel to this. I know I'm doing wishful thinking right now, but I would love to see a sequel with this, maybe with some returning cast members, but with a whole new cast, and everybody else just playing the adults, the OGs of everything. But I would love to see a sequel to this, man. And I need to see more stuff like this from the guy. Just more stuff like this in general, man, because just the overall lay of the land as far as this movie is concerned is just brilliant, man. It's genius. It's really decent, man. So definitely one of my favorite underrated films of all time that nobody's seen, man. And I guarantee, man, if nobody has heard of or seen this movie before, please check it out, man. It's definitely worth the watch, man. It's going to be a sucker punch for sure, but it still keeps you there. It keeps you engaged in the story and engaged in the characters, and it keeps you guessing. It's a good red herring type of thing that's going on that they do with this movie. So it's all good, man. And goddamn, I was about to say I hope everybody has a great April Fool. That's a weird thing to say, right? I just hope nobody calls me or texts me with none of that April Fool's bullshit, because I'm not with it. As y'all can see, I attempted to do one in the beginning of the episode, but I said, nope, I'm not good at it. So I'm not even going to play around with it. But y'all already know where to go, man. And in the case that y'all don't, hopefully y'all do at this point. Y'all can follow the podcast on Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Breaker, Radio Public, and Podbean. Shout out to Anchor. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram, Romero Tudor. Shout out to the Facebook movie group, The Cinemaniacs. And last but not least, shouts out to the Tudor reviewers, the listeners, the lovers, the supporters out there, man. I see y'all were like instantly tuning into that Godzilla vs. Kong commentary I did yesterday, man. So big ups to y'all for tuning into that. I'm not sure what else everybody tuned into, but the numbers spiked quite a bit yesterday, and everybody tuned into something apparently. But more so than anything, I'm just glad that y'all are tuning in, still having fun listening to these episodes. Some people are telling a friend to tell a friend, and it's new, podcasters listening to it. So it's still good, man. It's still, I'm still getting used to, believe it or not, man, almost being 2 years into this shit. I'm still getting used to the fact that, there are people listening to this shit, man. It's just still crazy. It's a little surreal for me still to this day, but I like it. I like it, man. I like getting content out to y'all and all that good shit, man. Especially stuff like this where I can goof off and it's a really good movie. I enjoy doing the shit show edition commentaries. I enjoy doing the bad movies. I just love film in general, man. Of course, y'all can see that by me being 300 some odd episodes in. But again, man, y'all already know the love and support y'all show me, man. I show it back to y'all tenfold and then some. So with that being said, people, yours truly, Romero Tudor. Another episode of Tudor Reviews in the can. I'll check y'all on the next one.